Welcome inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. This is Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. It's the season finale as the Six Nations Chiefs take on the Cobourg Kodiaks. My name is Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. And Daryl, this, for all intents and purposes, of course, is a preview of the first round of the postseason.
Absolutely, Mark. It's a little bit of a dress rehearsal, but not really. Of course, we've got lots of APs in the lineup tonight, obviously, with the playoffs coming up starting next week. I think that everybody's going to get a little bit of a rest, but most importantly, we're going to have a ceremony this evening, so we're going to take it over to
Good evening.
Center.
Tonight, we would like to welcome residential school survivors John Elliott, Geronimo Henry, Don Hill, Marilyn Morley, Shirley Bonberry, Tony Bonberry, Roberta Hill, Diane Hill, and Leon Bonberry. Last year, during the MSL Classic, the Chiefs wore special Every Child Matters jerseys designed in collaboration with Uncommon Fit. The jersey featured artwork by First Nation artist Andy Everson, who will also be receiving a jersey. During the off-season, the Chiefs auctioned off the game-worn jerseys, while Uncommon Fit also sold Chiefs jerseys. All proceeds from the auction and sales are going to the Survivors Secretariat. Their jersey auction raised $4,691.69, while jersey sales reached $3,831.75 for a grand total of $8,703.44. Presenting a check is Chief President Julie Jacobs. Could we please have the captains to the center court, please?
Beautiful ceremony on the floor there, Daryl, as saw the two captains get together there, and just a hefty total raised, $8,800. A lot of it by the sales of those jerseys as well.
Absolutely, and you know what? It's one of those things that Dwayne Jacobs, the president of the Chiefs, along with myself and a couple of the other members of the board here with the Chiefs, we came up with the idea of when the MSL Classic came around, we were thinking, you know what better way to commemorate everything, and you know what, and it was a great idea. We just had the auction during the off season, and between the monies raised for the game-worn jerseys, and we partnered up with Uncommon Fit, who designed the jerseys actually, and they were very, very generous, and all proceeds went to the cause, and the secretariat was there to accept the check. And it's a wonderful thing, and to see the residential school survivors on the floor, and we can honor them. It's a wonderful thing, it really is.
And of course, residential schools being top of mind, especially this week with Pope Francis being in Canada this week to offer his apologies, of course, for the atrocities in the residential school system across the nation as we are underway.
And we thought as a team, we thought it was a good idea to just do this presentation now. Just the timing of it seemed right. It's in the news, like you said, and it was just to get that awareness out there. And education is the biggest thing, I think.
Absolutely. Just under 30 seconds in here into this season finale. The Six Nations Chiefs in the teal and orange going left to right, and there's a shot in close. And a good save. The starting goaltender for the Cobourg Kodiaks, Steve Orleman, making the save there. As the Kodiaks in the maroon and the whites going right to left, and there's a save by Doug Jameson on the other side there for Six Nations, going to one knee.
And again, another great goaltending matchup. One of those things that MSL, it's a night in, night out thing where the top class goaltenders are going at it all the time, and this is a great example of that.
As the Chiefs press here as they look for the opening goal, there's a shot down low, a one-hopper going wide. They'll hold on to the ball, and there's Durston gobbling it up with a fresh shot clock here. Momberry inside, shot and knocked down as he took the shot there. Looked to be number 9.
It's Amos Whitcomb. Amos Whitcomb, one of the APs. Amos Whitcomb, he played for the Oakville Buzz in the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. The other APs in the Chiefs lineup all played for the Six Nations Arrows this season. A lot of young talent, just looking up and down the lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 APs playing in for the Kodiaks tonight. So the future of MSL is going to be shining tonight, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Again, we are into this season finale. As mentioned, Six Nations in Cobourg will meet in the first round of the playoffs. We'll go through the full playoff schedule later on in the broadcast. So of course, Peterborough and Brooklyn still have a home and home to decide who gets home floor there in that best of 7 series. As the ball gets gobbled up there by Orleman, the goaltender picks it up with that big stick of his and sends it up there for Chris Weir. Moving up the floor is Simmons on the near side, getting it over to Aaron Woods. Woods got it over. Now Simmons with it again. Simmons juking around left to right and takes a shot. It goes down low and wide, and 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and that's just going to be shot toward the goal. And the horn goes, and going to be picked up there by Tyson Bell.
Tyson Bell, he's a Chief for the rest of the season, and was talking to him before the game, and again, he was one of those players and that was playing in the Premier Lacrosse League this summer down south, and chose to play for the Chiefs. He played last week in a couple of games, and I spoke to his PLL team, and he was at the crossroads there, and he said, I want to play for the Chiefs.
Whitcomb got it over to Fennell, and Fennell's just going to leave it with the shot clock expiring. And fresh legs on for both teams, it looks like, as the Kodiaks move up the floor. Milligan gets it back over. That's Justin Lee, number 6. Aaron Woods, number 27, and that one's going to be flipped into the corner. And scooped up here as Eric Fennell will send it up the court. This is Ike Squire Hill, number 93, another young buck here on this team. as the Chiefs press in over across, and that's going to be stopped by Orleman.
Nice save by Orleman there, and you know what? Here's a guy that's faced a ton of rubber this season. He's played well all season long. That's just a great example of why.
Yeah, Orleman, 768 save percentage coming into tonight. That one's knocked off a stick. Shot down low, and that one's going to be steered away. That was number 67, Jackson Webster, on the attempt there for Cobourg. Trying to knock the ball loose, and the Chiefs do get possession here. Shane Simpson, number 44. He'll go off, and not before he got it back over to Sam Leclerc, who moves from left to right, right to left, and here's Eric Fennell, number 5. Fennell looks, shoots, that one goes wide. Bouncing ball comes down the floor, and that's going to be scooped up here by Ryan Hay. And he will wait for his mates to get set up. This is Cam Milligan. Milligan, the captain, getting shoved a little bit there. Justin Lee getting it over. And now a chance down low, and a stop by the goaltender, Doug Jamieson, once again. And the ball's going to be moving up the floor here. Here's an attempt for Eric Fennell. Fennell in, shot stopped by Orleman.
Orleman with a fantastic save. He just held his ground, and Fennell had nothing to shoot at. Beautiful patience by Orleman on that drive.
Yeah, he had Eric Fennell a one-on-one. But this game remains scoreless. 6 minutes into the opening frame. Up top to Curtis. This is Ben French, number 22, as that one shot wide. And now up the floor, here comes Jerry Stotts. Stotts looking, shooting, stopped and held onto, and it's underneath Steve Orleman there as he keeps it on the right side of the goal line. Kodiaks gets set up here once again. A fast-paced first period here. Riley Curtis, number 3, getting taken off the ball, and that was going to be knocked down the floor. Like Squire Hill, can't get to it immediately, and that one's going to be grabbed by Chris Weir. Weir takes a shot as he moves around with the ball and just sends it over to the far side and goes off. Up top, Milligan inside, shot, Dougie Jamieson with the big save.
That was nice, and that was all as a result of a great pick up top.
Jackson Webster, number 67, in close there.
He was all alone, and again, that pick from up top freed up all sorts of space, but a nice save by Dougie Jamieson on that one.
Moving the ball around. Brendan Bomberry up top. Bomberry over. Cupido, number 4, shot off the woodwork there. And they're going to move the ball around once again. There's a shot, another save by Orleman, as it looked like Leclerc took that shot while he was going to his back. And now the Kodiaks try again. This is number 27 for the Kodiaks. That's Aaron Woods. Moves around in back. Passed up front, one-timer, and that one goes wide. Just missing there was Justin Lee on the short side.
And number 4 there, that was Clay Scanlan, another AP. And a nice opportunity there for the Chiefs.
So now they're moving the ball around again. Of course, Joey Cupido usually I would see wearing number 4, but a lot of substitutions for both sides as they get some of the younger legs onto the floor and again, in the final game of the regular season.
Again, it's going to be quite the stretch for these two teams, and this is a nice strategic move by both teams, if you want to know the honest truth, because that 7-game series, it's going to start on August the 3rd, and it's going to end on August the 16th, so 7 games in 10 days, I think it is. My math is not very good, but
if they're not acquainted by the time this regular season is done, they'll be well acquainted over the next couple of weeks. That is for sure, and that's one of the things too. You don't want to show your hand completely going into the postseason, as it looks like there's going to be a power play coming here for the Kodiaks. Orleman goes to the bench, inside, stopped by Jamieson, and the whistle goes.
As we head to the water break, it'll be a very interesting series. There's going to be a lot of different things there because, of course, Cobourg won't have their home floor, the Cobourg Community Center. The ice was being put in actually on Monday, and that was kind of as a result of what happened on Sunday with the compressors and the slippery floor and all that. We'll probably talk about later, but the Cobourgs will be calling the arena in Baltimore home. So yeah, a little bit of unfamiliar territory for the Kodiaks, but they'll be playing out of the Baltimore arena.
Of course, Cobourg, home of the Cobourg Cougars of the OJHL. Simmons up top. Takes it back, Simmons, Milligan over, inside. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Up top, down low, and that one is going to go off the woodwork. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to hurry, and tripped up, my goodness. As Logan tried to cut off his man at the pass, and he goes straight down.
A little bit of a miscommunication, even though they're on the same team. Ty Logan trying to lower the boom with the body there, and instead the Kodiaks player just dodged out of the way and ended up getting tripped up, and Ty Logan's going to go to the box here.
So a 2-man advantage for the next minute 23 as Cobourg looks to open the scoring. Milligan, he has some extra room, finds Simmons. Back to Milligan up top. Milligan over, shot, that one goes off. I believe it was either an arm or a stick, but it went up high. Another shot right in on Jamieson, right into the crest of the Six Nations goaltender. And now rushing up the floor is number 44, Shane Simpson, up top, and he can't get the shot away.
Had all sorts of moves on that one, all Swedish, no finish on that one. Shane Simpson ran right out of real estate as Orleman cut him right off and gave Simpson nothing to shoot at, as the Kodiaks here have the 5-on-3 advantage with Tyson Bell also in the box.
Up top, Milligan, down low, good save by Jamieson, and now the Chiefs move up the floor, changing on the fly. Here's Brendan Bomberry.
That was a great read by Dougie Jamieson, the stick save on that.
You can say that again. Great goaltender, that is for sure. Brendan Bomberry moves up to the far side. 13 seconds left on the 5-on-3. He's just trying to kill off some time. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. He's just going to let that go. And we're going to go back to 5-on-4 for about 30 seconds. Six Nations doing a great job killing off these 2 penalties. Still no score in this game. Just under 8:30 to go here in the first. Cam Milligan. Milligan looks over one-timer, and that one's going to go wide. I believe that one off of Jamieson. May have gotten a piece of it. Simmons over. 2 seconds left. Scores! What a shot, as that one is going to open the scoring for the Cobourg Kodiaks.
What a shot. Wow. That, you know what? On that one, he used Tyson Bell as the screen, as you'll see here. And I think...
looked like it was Kalen Pilon.
So Keelan Pilon with the goal on that one, as we'll look at the replay. And again, he used Tyson Bell as a perfect screen on that. And you know what? So far, the Cobourg Kodiaks have played great offense, and that's one of the things that's kind of hurt them in the last couple of weeks. And of course, a little bit of a coaching change over the last week, and Jim Milligan being relieved of his duties, Steve Toll doing the offense now, and of course John Webb, the GM of the team, doing some of the duties as well. he's doing the defense. So Steve Toll making a bit of an impact on the bench already as the Cobourg Kodiaks, have moved the ball well, and that one, Pilon with the goal.
In close, and another goal as the Kodiaks take a 2-0 lead. A good job there, in tight by Jackson Webster.
Jackson Webster, another one of those APs, and you know what? The young guns are coming out flying tonight for the Cobourg Kodiaks. What a fantastic play by Jackson Weber. That was a bit of a give and go play, and you know what? Here comes the replay here. There's the give, there's the go, there's the goal. Wow, nice pass. And you know what? One thing that the Chiefs have done a great job of this year is not allow teams inside, and you know what? That's twice that the Kodiaks have got inside, and they've taken advantage on this instance.
One of the things I noticed too, Daryl, is that, you know, they get inside, they have so much room. They're finding so much room, and they're able to get the ball off very quickly as well. So once they get into that danger area, if you will, they're able to get the shot away quickly as that one goes into the feet of Steve Orleman. Another chance for the Chiefs to try and get themselves onto the board. Clay Scanlan, number 4 on that attempt.
You're absolutely right on that, Mark. As you can see, the Chiefs are playing more of a man. They're just trying to meet up and kind of press the Kodiaks away. And you know what? If the Kodiaks make that cut and get inside, that's how they're able to get loose. They make that quick cut and inside, and they're home free.
Chiefs looking to get on the board. One-handed over, inside, outside, and that one stopped by Orleman.
Beautiful save.
Whitcomb.
Wow, bro. That was a nice save, that's for sure. Amos Whitcomb with the opportunity, and he pump faked about 2 or 3 times, and Steve Orleman was certainly not fooled on that.
Jamison doesn't see it, and that one's going to be smothered up and sent up the floor. Charlie Scanlan, number 13, finds Clay Scanlan. The Scanlans trying to play a little pitch and catch there, but Charlie unable to finish. Joey Chabo getting muscled in there by Kevin Owen Hill. As the Kodiaks look to extend the lead. Pilo, he's got a goal. Got it over to Curtis. Curtis finds Pilo again. Still with it. 1 second left. Scores! Kalen Pilo right before the horn.
Oh, what a
down low. My goodness, what a goal.
Keelan Pilon putting on a clinic tonight. That was a fantastic shot.
Words cannot describe how good that shot was. Just the awareness of the shot clock, the awareness of where you are situationally. Kalen Pilo, my goodness, what a goal.
Just another example of the athleticism in this league. He just let loose on that one, and he just simply beat Dougie Jamison from way downtown.
He saw the countdown going 3, 2, and I'm just going to get this one off. 3-0 for the visitors. 5:25 to go here in the first. Ben French, number 22, in tight. 13 seconds left on the shot clock, in tight on Jamison. He makes the save on Aaron Woods. And now up the floor. Here's a chance up top, and a good save by Orleman once again, as Six Nations looking for that stretch pass once again, and they almost executed it there to perfection.
That's one thing they've done well this season is stretch out the floor, use that transition play, and again using the athleticism because of the younger legs, and it's really paying off this season. And again, beautiful save by Orleman there.
That one bounces off the official. A fresh shot clock here for the Kodiaks. Again, up 3-0. Simmons hits it down low. Pilo scoops it up here off of the ricochet. Simmons Simmons moving around. Simmons still with it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Milligan rips it wide. And Pilo, 3 seconds left. Simmons shoots, stopped, rebound in tight, and that one is not going to reach the net. And now up the floor, here's Shane Simpson, number 44, on the run, trying to find Sam Leclerc, but Leclerc gets bodied into the corner. Simpson getting knocked down. The Kodiaks have the ball here once again. The Kodiaks looking very strong here in the first as the whistle's going to go. Fennell trying to find Leclerc, but too high for him. Leclerc looking for the loose ball, but that one's going to be retrieved by Romanich. He'll just leave it. Up top. Here's Ben French. French looking, shooting. Jamieson with the save. And now Ike Squire-Hill moves up the floor. He's going to go to the bench as the Chiefs exchange mates. That one's moved around. Up top. There's a shot in on goal. Stopped as that was number 11, Dalton Silver, on that attempt. And the Kodiaks scoop up the ball here. Chris Weir, number 20.
Of course, Dalton Silver, he got the game ball after last week's win here on Tuesday night after scoring his first in a Chiefs uniform.
Here's Simmons. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He got it up top for Pilo. Pilo looking to beat the shot clock. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, but that one's just going to be knocked in deep, and the Chiefs will scoop it up here. Kevin Owen Hill got it up there for Brendan Bomberry. Here's Eric Fennell, number 5, gets it up top. The Chiefs moving in. Fennell, shot, scores! Eric Fennell, and the Chiefs are on the board.
Eric Fennell and Brendan Bomberry have been a phenomenal 1-2 punch this season for the Six Nations Chiefs. A great example of that one here is Bomberry plays the two-man game with number 5, Eric Fennell, and Fennell with the pump fake, and he scores, makes no mistake on it. And the Chiefs finally get on the board here, get a little bit of offense. And you know what, the Cobourg Kodiaks have had a lot of momentum from their game on Sunday, despite the loss, and they've been really, they've had the perfect home period, or away period so far.
As that ball is going to be scooped up here by the Kodiaks after the Chiefs looked for a quick strike after the first goal for them in this game. Justin Lee, number 6, got it over. They're going to move the ball around. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Jamieson makes the save. Milligan with a fresh shot clock here. The captain gets it up top for Ben French. French looking around. French juked it over to Woods. Woods back up top for Milligan. Milligan shot with a, looked like a one hop as he was trying to attempt there, but a good save. And now a stretch pass there, and that one's going to be stopped. Oh man, Charlie Scanlan once again there.
Snake bit again. All thanks to Stephen Orleman.
Under a minute to go here in the first. Going to have some special guests on the floor during the first intermission. As again, the Kodiaks leading this one by a score of 3-1. Vaughn Harris up top. It's number 32 with a shot, and that one's going to go wide. As they move the ball around again. Another shot, and Orleman with another save as Vaughn Harris is denied.
Like I said, this has been the perfect away period for the Cobourg Kodiaks so far. A 3-1 lead.
Yeah, 15 seconds, 14-13. The shot clock and the game clock pretty much the same. And there's a chance diving in there was Simmons. And now a stretch pass here, an opportunity. This is Brody Thomas. Thomas, 1 second to go, and he can't put that one into the cage. And that will do it here for the first period of play. And you said it just a moment ago, Daryl, as perfect as can be for a road start for the Cobourg Kodiaks.
That's for sure. You know what? We'll probably talk about it after the break. But boy, oh boy, the Cobourg Kodiaks have come to play here. Shots on net, 17-17.
We'll go to a break. It's 3-1 Cobourg. You're watching Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
When an impaired driver killed my brother DJ, some people used the A word. They called it an accident, but it wasn't. An accident implies that no one was at fault. But when someone impaired by alcohol and/or drugs chooses to drive, they are fully responsible for the crash that can result. So please, for the memory of my brother DJ and the thousands of families whose lives have been shattered by impaired drivers, let's drop the A word.
A crash caused by impaired driving is not an accident.
Ani, I'm Carolyn King, and I'm a member of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the creator of the Moccasin Identifier. Philip Cote, an artist in Toronto here, took and redrew real moccasins. We're starting over with the children. The idea is that they would research whose land their school is built on, near, or what treaty area they're in. And the educational kit that we have has all that information in there. And the children just, love it. My dream is that this province will be covered with moccasin identifiers within the next decade, and they will forever know whose land they're on. That's the goal. Educate and awareness with a nice, simple little program called the Moccasin Identifier.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Welcome back inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. This is Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. It's the first intermission, and we're getting a look at some of the tykes here in this community, but some tykes that are looking for some hardware, if you will, later on. Right, Daryl?
Absolutely, Mark. Right before we got back on the air, the Six Nations Tyke 1 team was honored this weekend. They were in St. Catharines, or at Brock University. They were playing in the Zone 9 championships, and they took home the Zone 9 title. So they punched their ticket to the Ontario Lacrosse Association Festival in Whitby. Pretty proud moment for them, and of course the coaching staff and the players. And some familiar names on this team, that's for sure. You've got Coach Brendan Bomberry, Cole Jameson, Quinn Pallas, and Wayne Hill. Of course, three of those guys have worn or wear a Chiefs uniform. So some of the players, we've got Bowden Courtney, Reichert Harris, Kean General, Jackson Hess, Greg Smith, Keaton Mike, Oakley Jameson, Tyson Thomas, Jagger Bomberry, Archer Kicksway, Brady McNaughton, Kenneth Longboat, and the goalies Leland Smith, Kobe Pallas, Gunnar Kichowski, Dylan Pallas, and Kane Farmer. So great group of kids out there and they worked hard all weekend. They saw the posts on social media. A lot of proud parents out there, including some of the Chiefs.
If that senior team is any indication, folks that are watching this one tonight, remember some of those names. You might be hearing them in years to come, whether it's for the Chiefs, whether it's in the NLL, whether it's on any other team in the MSL. Again, it's a 3-1 game here in the first intermission, and we talked about it just before the break, Daryl. A clinical first period for the visiting Cobourg Kodiaks. Of course, they get the 3-0 lead. They end up surrendering the one later on in the period, but for a team like the Kodiaks, of course, they only got the one win out of 11 games, but we've talked about it all season long. They're not a 1-10 team. The record is not indicative of the team that they are, and they're showing it right there as well. As you can see, some of the team leaders right there on the screen. Of course, Cam Milligan leading the way.
And again, Keelan Pilon, he's got 6 goals, 14 assists this season, and you know what? He showed that scoring touch tonight already. And this Cobourg Kodiaks team, we've said it all season long. They're a very young team, a very talented team. And like you said, this one-win record is certainly not indicative of where they're at. And they've been playing well all season, and you know what? They've got a barrel full of momentum heading into the playoffs. And as we look at the team leaders for the Six Nations Chiefs, and of course you've got the big names, Cody Jamieson leading the way with 12 goals, 21 assists. He's not in the lineup tonight. Brendan Bomberry, he's already got one tonight, I believe. 8 goals, 25 assists. And you have Austin Stotts, Sam LeClaire, Randy Stotts, who hasn't even been playing. He's got a lower body injury the last couple of weeks, and he's been in the arena. He's champing at the bit to play. I talked a little bit with him before the game started and before the warm-ups, and he can't wait to get out on the floor. He's sick and tired of being hurt. That's the way he puts it. He wants to get back out there. But again, these two teams are going to meet next week, starting on Wednesday, I guess, August the 3rd, after the long weekend. Game 1 is going to be here on Six Nations at the ILA, and we're going to have Game 1. And like we said, Cobourg's home games are going to be in Baltimore, of course, with the ice going in for the Cobourg Cougars training camp. And again, that was kind of played parcel with what happened on Sunday. And I was saying a lot about the momentum that the Cobourg Kodiaks have had coming into this game, despite the loss to Brooklyn. They were actually playing. They were down. I forget what the score is offhand. I think it ended up being 8-5. I think was the final, but
yeah, it was 8-5.
Brooklyn took a huge first period lead, and then as time was wearing down in that second period, the Cobourg Kodiaks went on a 4-goal run, and before the floor got sweaty, and as we heard, the arena staff unfortunately had started the compressors already to get that ice in, and not kind of figuring in what would happen, and of course the officials consulted with both teams, and just in the interest of safety for all the players involved, they had to postpone the game. And again, being on that MSL executive has been a full-time job this year, and we had to make the decision of Brooklyn getting the 2 points on that night.
What do you mean you can't let that water freeze and put skates on these guys?
I know, really.
My goodness. Anyway, we're going to go to a quick break. Second period coming up next. It is 3-1 Cobourg after 1. You're watching Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Cheers to that.
Just love getting to meet people that are passionate about what they're doing in the community, and we get to experience what actually is trending. I've been really lucky, I think, to meet these inspiring people. It's a show to actually have fun and engage with people. The show is based on fun.
Let people get excited about junk. What?
And inspiration. Watch #Trending with Aaliyah Thursdays at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV.
Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. It's the RTV quiz. Giovanni Petiti hosts a weekly trivia competition that lets you play from the comfort of your couch. Play along at home and challenge your friends. And don't forget to follow along on social media. Let us know who's top of trivia, and you can find yourself featured on a future episode.
Are you kidding me, folks?
The RTV Quiz, Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. on Rogers TV or at rogerstv.com/RTV Quiz.
Sometimes, for a wish to come true, it takes a kingdom, because together is stronger. Tied tight, united we stand, in honor of one child's wish, to fuel the fire that will grant many more. Join the kingdom.
I'm Dre Pale. Be sure to tune into Candy and Commerce Thursdays at 9 p.m. on Rogers TV.
I got a real good feeling.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tyler Fines, host of Off the Puck Hockey on Rogers Channel 20. We interview some of the biggest names in hockey and sports. Check us out, Rogers Channel 20, Off the Puck Hockey. Let's go.
Welcome back inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. This is Six Nations Lacrosse on Rogers TV, the season finale for both the Six Nations Chiefs and the Cobourg Kodiaks. My name is Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. The second period underway. It is a 3-1 game for the visitors, and they're looking for more in the early going here in the second as they get first possession. Nick Ellerman, number 11, he's going to go straight to the bench. Hilo, he's got a couple here already tonight. Taken back by Justin Lee, ripped down low, a one-hopper steered away by Jamison. One hopper over to Pilo. Pilo inside, over. They still have it. Pilo, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Simmons, and there's a goal for the Kodiaks. They make it 4-1.
Wow, what a start by the Cobourg Kodiaks, and again, they're playing the perfect away game, that's for certain. What a shot here as we'll see off the rebound. Boy. Can you go back?
What a shot. Wow. Cobourg Kodiaks with a 4-1 lead here early in the second period.
Of course, this is the fourth meeting of the season between these two teams. Cobourg has beaten Six Nations this season, and they're looking to split the season series here. Of course, Cobourg winning 10-8 back on June 26th. It was followed by a home-and-home sweep by the Chiefs, 9-6 on July 10th, and 8-4 just 2 days later, as a shot taken by Riley Curtis as he falls to the ground.
Another example of the no days off here in MSL. And you know what? You have a 1 versus 4 seed coming into the playoffs next week. And you know what? Even though it's a 1 versus 4, and again, 1-win season so far for the Kodiaks before this game, they're no slouch, and you have to have your heads up, and you got to have your A game on here.
And it's going to be quite the 7-game series. That is for sure, as the road to the Mann Cup inches ever so close.
It's nice to hear. The road to the Mann Cup. It's been a few years since we've been able to say that, and it's been a long road since that last one when the Peterborough Lakers held the Mann Cup for the 3rd straight season.
Of course, the Six Nations Chiefs, no strangers to the Mann Cup. Of course, looks like their last one, 2013, if I do believe.
16, I think.
Oh, 16. That is correct. Yes.
16, 13, 14, or 13, 14, and 16. They won.
That one bounced up high.
13, 14, 16, I believe, and ever since it's been owned by the Peterborough Lakers.
(4-1) lead for the Chiefs, for the Kodiaks rather, as they move the ball around, and just as Vaughn Harris was trying to move up top, a whistle goes, and there's a shot down low, ripped it wide. Was Alex Simmons, number 23, before he went to the bench. Ball is still loose, 25 seconds to go on the shot clock, right in the early going, and Doug Jamieson makes the save there.
Great side-to-side motion by Dougie Jamieson on that one, but again, great patience by Ryan Haig on that one, number 2 for the Kodiaks. He circled that crease area and he pumped several times to try and fake Dougie Jamieson out, and he showed great poise, but Dougie Jamieson up to the task on that one.
As mentioned, the Mann Cup has been awarded to the team from the MSL. So the East has been best. West is no best the last 4 years, of course. Peterborough, the last 3 championships, as you mentioned, Six Nations winning it in 2016. The Victoria Shamrocks defeating the Peterborough Lakers, as there's a shot down low by Amos Whitcomb. And it's steered away by Orleman.
And again, that road to the Mann Cup will end in the East this season, with the East and Major Series Lacrosse hosting this year. I believe that'll start September 6th. Can't believe it.
Yeah, it's inching ever so close.
6th or the 9th? I can't remember which one it is, but
so just over 15 minutes to go here in the second period. Having some trouble there showing up our time clock up top, so we'll keep you as informed as we possibly can here as time moves along. Just under 15 minutes to go. Again, it's a 4-1 Cobourg lead here at the ILA. And there's a shot down low by Fennell and another save by Orleman. And the Kodiaks move it up the floor again. Luca Romano, number 4. He got it over to Ryan Hay, and he's going to go, looks like he's going to go to the bench. Yes, he will. Justin Lee, number 6, playing pitch and catch with the captain, Milligan. Milligan to Pilon. Pilon, 14:20 to go in the second, looking for Riley Curtis as they're trying once again that pick play, trying to move inside.
Cobourg Kodiaks doing a really great job of just moving that ball around there, and again, they're showing their youth here. They have no fear. They don't fear the Six Nations Chiefs tonight, and that's really showing tonight.
And that's a big key too, especially going into the postseason. Can be a little bit intimidating going into a 7-game series, as that one is ripped wide.
Especially since the Chiefs have, for the better side, they haven't run roughshod, but they've had their way this season so far, and at least in the regular season. So for the Cobourg Kodiaks to come into the ILA tonight and do what they're doing so far, you have to have your hats off to them. That's for certain.
When you think about it too, in a 7-game series, you're not really in trouble. The old saying goes, you're not really in trouble until you lose a game at home.
Yep.
If Six Nations loses game 1, they lose that home floor advantage right off the get-go. And that could be the momentum the Kodiaks need as the two teams go after it here.
And momentum is one thing the Kodiaks really have right now, that's for sure.
Whitcomb down low. Scanlan, this is Clay Scanlan, number 4, and he scores down low. He goes 5-hole on Orleman. 13:01 to go here in the second. It's 4-2 Kodiaks.
You know what, Mark? The beautiful thing about lacrosse is there's so many different ways you can shoot to score. And we talked about it last week and on a couple of the other broadcasts with the skip shop. This one, Scanlan, he goes right down low and he goes underneath with that shot and just gives that different angle. Orleman really didn't have a chance on that. He couldn't get a read. And when you go down low like that, that gives the goaltender a tougher read on the ball. And again, that shot just beat Orleman, and beautiful shot by Scanlan.
It's got a wide base, but it found a way in. That is for sure. And now the Chiefs are looking for more here.
Might be his first as a Chief as well.
Looks like the ball is underneath Fennell. Fennell will scoop it up here. Just under 13 minutes to go here in the second period. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Sam Leclerc trying to move in and tightening up and closing off the short side with Steve Orleman. And they move it up the floor. Stretch pass, and that one goes wide. As Justin Lee went scampering all the way down the floor and had a beautiful opportunity there. Clay Scanlan on the far side, getting it over to Fennell. Fennell back to Scanlan. Scanlan looking for some room. Scanlan looking, ripping, scoring! Clay Scanlan, it's 4-3.
Clay Scanlan with his second in a row. He's hot right now. And again, a different way to score. And we just talked about how you change the angle of the stick. Clay Scanlan went down low for that first one. And here's the replay. Looked like he was going to go down low again, and he changed the angle and went right up top. And he fired it right by Orleman. And we've got ourselves a lacrosse game here, Mark, at 4-3 with 12:16 remaining in the second period.
Seems like the Chiefs, or at least Scanlan, on those last two goals, they're starting to find the book on Steve Orleman. After struggling to get it by him in the first 20 minutes. Brendan Bomberry. It's it up top.
Shots on net right now. 22-21.
Fennell, there's a 23 possibly there as he hits it off the iron, and that ball goes bouncing down. Here's Lucas Romano. Romanich in tight, and there's a save as Alex Simmons was denied by Dougie Jamieson.
I just love the patience on these goaltenders, both Dougie Jamieson and Steve Orleman. They just stand right in there with zero fear, and they just kind of look the shooter right down, and they just wait. They just wait for them to shoot.
Lesser goaltenders would panic in those kind of situations, that is for sure. Clay Scanlan, the hand is up. Looks like a penalty call coming here, and another goal!
Oh boy!
Clay Scanlan, he's got the natural hattie.
Clay Scanlan's putting on a clinic right now. What a goal. I was just going to say, right before he streaked right down the middle there, he did a little Austin stutter step here. He does the stutter step, creates space for himself, and he just beat them with speed. And again, 3 goals for Clay Scanlan, 3 completely different ways how he's put the ball in past Steve Orleman. And guess what, Mark? We've got ourselves a tie lacrosse game here.
11:15 to go here in the second period. As Clay Scanlan diving to his stomach after the goal like he's Bobby Orr, scoring an overtime goal. Very similar like, including the number on the back of the jersey, number 4, as Sam Leclerc passes and plays pitching catch. Got some energy in the building here now. Scanlan gets it over to Fennell. Fennell moving around on the far side. Fennell looking for a lane. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. In tight, and that one stopped. Wow. Robbed on the other side.
Beautiful quick stick by Jordan Durston. He shakes his head down to the other end of the floor as he thought he had that one.
Fennell has a fresh shot clock to work with, and this is Clay Scanlan. He's got 3 here. Sam Leclerc shot, and that one stopped by Orleman. Rebound scooped up here. It's still loose down here, and whoa, right to the face of Sam Leclerc as Romanich is going to get called for that one.
That one just got high on Leclerc as Leclerc gets back up, but that was a high check on that one.
And that one you're just looking to knock your offensive player out of the way as that ball is loose in the area, and that happens.
Well, you know what, Romanchek's not a dirty player, and that right there you could tell he was trying to lay the body on, and just circumstance he got Leclerc up a little bit high on that one. And again, not a dirty play at all. It was just a matter of circumstance, and as they like to say, that's a lacrosse play right there. And regardless of it being a lacrosse play or not, it was up high, so you hit it upstairs like that, you're going to be in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
So a power play coming here for the Six Nations Chiefs. Coming into this game, a 30.6% success rate on the man advantage. That is second to Brooklyn, only by just about 3% as they move the ball around here.
And just as you said, the ILA is getting loud. The Six Nations tech team number 1 is getting loud as they're banging their sticks on the seats.
That one goes out of play. For Sam Leclerc, Vaughn Harris, Jordan Durston, Brendan Bomberry up top, and Eric Fennell, the 5 men on the floor here for Six Nations. And good defensive setup here by the Kodiaks, and a good shot by Brendan Bomberry. He scoops up the rebound though. Fresh shot clock here. Sam Leclerc in behind the goal. Leclerc to Vaughn Harris, up top for Bomberry. Fennell to Bomberry, bombs it away, and that one's gonna go high and wide. And a stretch pass just a little too far there for Chris Weir, and goes right into the netting of Doug Jamieson, and the Chiefs get the ball back. Shot down low, the one-hopper, and you saw it there. We talked about it before, Daryl. It seems they have the book on Steve Orleman. They're trying those one-hoppers a little bit more there.
Yep.
Just missing on the accuracy there was Eric Fennell, but he didn't miss there, did Vaughn Harris, as he goes on the short side toward the stick. And the Chiefs have their first lead of the game.
Vaughn Harris is having himself a season this summer, and just another example of it. Vaughn Harris just pulled the trigger on that shot. Is again the Six Nations Chiefs doing a great job of just distributing the ball around, trying to move it around, get some movement. Nice behind the back pass from Bomberry, and Vaughn Harris making zero mistake on that one.
Yeah,
and that'll be Vaughn Harris.
Yeah, it looks to be his 10th goal of the season.
10th goal of the season.
4th player on the Chiefs to reach double digits in goals this season.
Well, that's the thing about the Chiefs this season. We were talking about the leaders during the intermission, and one thing about the Chiefs this season, the offense has really been spread out. A lot of one-goal games for players, and just players spreading the ball, spreading the love, and guys not keying in. They're not showcasing one person out here, and it's really showing right now in their offense. And again, nobody on the Chiefs are leading the league in scoring, and that's a perfect indication why. They're just spreading the ball out.
Now, whether it's one of the Stottses, whether it's, and we talked about Randy Stotts, of course, being out with that lower body injury. He was one of the leaders on this team before he went down in the early going this season. And now you're seeing Austin Stotts step up. You're seeing, of course, Brendan Bomberry has been excellent all season long. Eric Fennell has been really sensational to me.
And Sam Leclerc as well. And the list goes on. It's one of those things where it's you lead by just lead by committee here in Six Nations this season.
7:40 to go, and that one's going to go in, and the Kodiaks tie things up.
Ryan Haig with a blistering shot. He got that, just a quick release on that one. And the referees hand over the ball to the Kodiaks, because I believe that might be Ryan Haig's first goal as a Kodiak, as we'll see here on the replay. Just a nice little flip pass here. As Haig's going to get it inside, and he didn't take much time to release that, and he just let it go and beat Jamieson. And you said it before, Mark, and it's all about that quick release, and the Kodiaks are really getting inside on the Chiefs tonight. and seems to be a bit of an Achilles heel for the Chiefs, and something that the Kodiaks have really keyed in on tonight offensively.
Joey Chabo up top for the Kodiaks. It's 5-all here in the second, just under 7:30 to go. A little too far there for Milligan. He'll scoop it up. Milligan, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Milligan looking, shooting, and that one's going to be scooped up here by Dougie Jamieson. A stretch pass here, though, for Whitcomb. Whitcomb looking, firing over to the other side, and it's number 32 unable to get the shot away in time. Another one of those affiliated players. Don't actually have a name for number 32 myself here, but nonetheless, a good attempt there.
That might be Tyler Davis. I had him down as 52. I think it is 32.
And Riley Curtis gets it just on the other side of the line there, and it's 6-5 Cobourg.
This Cobourg Kodiaks team is really showing a lot tonight.
It's that question for the posed by the Six Nations Chiefs. The response that they had after going down 3-1, 4-1, able to come back, play Scanlan doing what he did early on in the second period. Cobourg has had the answer.
Absolutely, Mark. And again, hats off to the Kodiaks tonight for doing that. They've, like you said, they've had an answer for everything this evening. And right now, we said it in the first period, they really are playing the perfect away game here. They're trying to silence this crowd, and it's filled up pretty good here at the ILA tonight, and another great crowd. So,
shot on goal, stopped by Orleman. Ball knocked down, and who has it here? It looks like that's Eric Fennell. Yes, he does, as he gets it up top. Brendan Bomberry. Bomberry over to Fennell on the far side. Back to Bomberry. Bombs away. Stopped by Orleman. And now scooped up and sent the other way, but too far for the streaking Joey Chabo. And coming back the other way is Dalton Silver. Silver spins around. Hits it back over. Up top. Sam Leclerc. Leclerc down low. He was looking 5-hole, and that's going to be stopped by Orleman. Nick Ellerman now here for the Kodiaks, the other way. Jackson Webster, number 67. He passed it to the captain. Now French with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Almost got one-handed back to Milligan, but it was intercepted. And now the Chiefs coming back the other way. Sent up by Jerry Stotts. And moving the ball around, this is Vaughn Harris trying to find Whitcomb down low. Whitcomb with it in behind the goal. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Whitcomb tried to do it himself, and he flips it on goal, and Orleman makes the save.
Love the creativity.
Jackson Webster getting absolutely muscled there by Kevin Owen Hill, and a knockdown. A good opportunity here. Here's a chance for Brody Thomas, and he almost got the shot away, but it looks like he got knocked off balance on the back check. Almost had one there.
You know what, Mark? The future of MSL is looking very bright tonight. Both sides of the floor tonight. A lot of these Junior A players that are really showcasing themselves for the brass, for the Six Nations and Cobourg. So the future looking very bright for these players. And again, you come into a game like this, and you could be a little bit intimidated playing with the pros, and these guys are really not showing that right now.
Sam Leclerc rips a shot, and that one right into the breadbasket of Steve Orleman. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Cobourg 6, Six Nations 5. Final game of the regular season between these two teams. They will meet in a best-of-7 starting next Wednesday. The dress rehearsal, as that one is kicked away by Doug Jamieson. A shot there by Alex Simmons. Simmons, of course, with 3 assists in that 8-5 loss to Brooklyn on Sunday. A one-hopper there. Speaking of the attempts there by the Cobourg Kodiaks as they knock the ball around. Shot on the short side. It's passed up top. Fresh shot clock in the early going here for the Kodiaks. Simmons looking for some room. Simmons, and that one is blocked in front. He'll take it back though. About 3 minutes to go here in the second. Pilo over. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pilo looking for it, but that one's going to be scooped up and brought up the floor here by the Chiefs. Number 18, as that is Ty Logan. He'll just leave it there.
Another great defensive stance by the Chiefs. They've really hunkered down defensively this period.
Eric Fennell too far there, but scooped up by Whitcomb. On Harris, down low for Whitcomb, and another save by Orleman. Orleman has been steady tonight, giving up the 5, but he's looked good. This is Jackson Webster. He left it back, and just coming off the bench there was Aaron Woods, number 27. And right toward the goal was Webster, but the ball is going to roll in behind the goal and bounce down the floor. Scooped up here, like Squire Hill trying to get to it. He's knocked right toward the boards. He is going to get possession here for the Chiefs. And we talked about that first period, Daryl. What do you make of these Chiefs here in the second as we go toward the final stages? About 100 seconds left here in the middle frame.
They're starting to move the ball better, and they're trying to press offensively a little bit more than they did, and they're trying to make the Kodiaks uncomfortable. And again, there's a perfect example there. Brendan Bonberry streaking in and using his body to try and muscle in. They're trying to make Cobourg uncomfortable defensively, and that's something they didn't do in the first period. It's almost as if they sat back, or the Kodiaks really did a great job of not allowing anything inside.
Up top and stopped by Doug Jamieson. He had it in between his feet. And good presence of mind there by the goaltender for the Chiefs to scoop that one up. Under a minute to go here in the second. Logan with it. Gets it over to Vaughn Harris. The Chiefs moving the ball around here. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Fennell. Some physicality there, down low, ball is loose. Where is it? Who's gonna get it? Durston trying to get to it. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and that one's ripped toward the goal right at the end of the shot clock, and it'll be the Kodiaks moving up. About a 5-second difference, shot clock to game clock. The Kodiaks have the ball here, and they're looking for some room, holding the 1-goal lead. Aaron Woods, number 27. Here's Pilo. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Pilo looking and can't get the shot away in time as he shoots that one about half a second after the shot clock expires. And the whistle's gonna go, and you had to know that one was coming.
If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. That's my saying.
So we have a timeout called on the floor. 3.6 seconds left.
And we've
here
seen
in the
it.
second.
Well, and it's one of those things where you never know. 5.6 seconds left on the clock. Anything can happen here.
Okay, they did add a couple of seconds. It was 3.6.
That's why you called the timeout. You get that extra distance. You get half the floor instead of going full floor. You try and draw something up. Try and get a set play in here with 5 seconds left. You get that one shot. So, and again, you have a guy like John Tavares drawing something up here.
I mean, this is a recording of us talking about John Tavares. I mean, what more can we say about him that hasn't been said already? I mean, just the the stories, just his ability on the floor over the years that he played. Of course, playing for the Six Nations Chief once upon a time.
Winning a Man Cup.
Yep. Plenty of points in the NLL in his time. 2 seconds left on the clock, and trying to get that one over was Eric Fennell, and that one's going to bounce off the wall as time expires here in the second period. So it is Cobourg 6, First Nation 6 Nations, the Chiefs 5. As we're going to go to a break in just a second, just a quick recap of what you thought of the response from the Six Nations Chiefs.
The Six Nations Chiefs came out to play in the second period quite simply. They fired up the offense a little bit. And of course, it's difficult when you have no Randy Stotts, no Austin Stats, no Cody Jamieson in the lineup. So that obvious firepower isn't there. But you know what? The young guns are showing that they belong. That Clay Scanlan getting the natural Hattie in the second period here to get the Chiefs going. And you know what? They've done a great job of distributing the ball, and they've moved the ball well. And it's one of those things where, again, chemistry is just kind of instantly clicking with so many lineup changes.
We'll go to a break. Cobourg 6, Six Nations 5. You're watching Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Weekly in-depth coverage of the most local stories in Stratford Perth, Brantford Brant, Guelph Wellington, and the Waterloo region. Hyperlocal stories that matter to you and your community. All this and more on Your Region This Week. All local, all year round. New episodes every Friday at 7 p.m. right here on Rogers TV.
On Diverse and Converse, we want to help you connect, commit, and change.
We'll connect you with leaders from the Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities.
We'll show you practical anti-racism steps.
And together, we can change the world.
I am Gagweg. My name means everything.
Tom Longboats.
I am Wolf Clan, Onondaga Nation. I've run many different races. I've run to survive and to be free. I've run to win for honor.
His people might be lazy, but this one's damn fast.
My people respected our runners, people who carried important messages from village to village.
I need a guide to the next post. Dispatch carrier, sir. I can get you there.
God's sakes, man, slow down. Who do you think I am, Tom Longboat?
No, sir. I am.
Running makes me feel alive. It's everything.
Tom Longboat was the first Indigenous person to win the Boston Marathon. He ran his way to international fame and became an inspiration to generations of athletes.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena, this is Six Nations Lacrosse on Rogers TV. This is the second intermission. The Cobourg Kodiaks leading this one by a score of 6-5. The dress rehearsal before the big dance coming up next week as the Kodiaks and the Chiefs lock horns in this regular season finale. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart, and of course, let's take a look at that second period, shall we? So of course, it was 4-1 for the Kodiaks, but it was that goal there that made it 4-1. But after that, it was the Clay Scanlan show.
Absolutely, the Kodiaks got off to a great start, Mark, this period, and then, like you said, there's Clay Scanlan going down low, right down under, beats Orleman. And here he comes again for a second shot. He goes right over the top on that one. Different angle, almost the same spot, but different angle. And again, the beauty of lacrosse, you can score from different angles. And there's a hit from Fennell, or on Fennell on that one. And you know what? The Kodiaks have been playing physical, and it's one of the things you were asking, what could the Chiefs be doing differently, or what's going on with the Chiefs? You have to give credit to the Kodiak defense as Ron Harris scores his goal there on the highlight. But as you can see by all the replays, the Kodiaks are really playing to a man. They're really challenging the Chiefs tonight. There's that shot by Hag, I believe, and that was a beautiful shot. And another save by Dougie Jameson.
Yeah, just a great period there for both sides. And of course for the Cobourg Kodiaks. Again, I mentioned it in that second period. The Chiefs had a response, but the Kodiaks come right back and say, well, we got a response as well. They're up 6-5, and you know, they're not out of the woods just yet. We still got 20 minutes left to play in this contest. And you know, I wanted to talk about it real quickly here as well, Daryl, about what we're seeing here in the overtimes. Of course, we could see an overtime game here.
The great overtime
in this
debate.
game. You never know. I mean, let's go over the great overtime debate, shall we? Maybe just take me through just
a little bit of history. Give you a little history lesson on this one, because everybody was a little bit confused this week.
I'm going to get my pen and paper ready. I'm ready to go to school, Daryl. What exactly has been happening this season when it comes to the overtime rule, and what has the league decided upon as a remedy to this situation?
First and foremost, it was a little bit of a gaffe in the first game. Brooklyn Six Nations played here to a 10-10 tie, and it was funny because we were up on the booth, and I was thinking after the first overtime period, oh, we're going to have another overtime, because the original rule, because one of the rules that we've adopted to kind of go along with National Lacrosse League rules and streamline with Junior A in British Columbia, Alberta, and Ontario. And then, of course, the WLA, the Senior League out west, we were going to play the full 10-minute period, and then you were going to play sudden victory after that. So both teams ended up in a tie. Unfortunate to happen. And of course, the other week, Peterborough and the Cobourg Kodiaks played to a tie in regulation, and then again played a 10 full minute overtime, and then they played the additional overtime period. And of course, I believe Katoni scored for Holden Katoni scored the winner for the Peterborough Lakers. And again, it was one of those strange circumstances where what do you do, because in a perfect world, next time Brooklyn and Six Nations would play in a regular season game, they could finish the game off, or finish that game off before they started the next game. But unfortunately, in a season where things have just gone that way, interim commissioner Lynn Withers, she is watching tonight. We'll give her a shout out to her. She's been a busy lady. She's done a phenomenal job for us here in MSL, and it's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. And so we end up in consultation with the Ontario Lacrosse Association, the VP to Major Junior, and they said that they gave the 2 points to Brooklyn. Long story short, 2 points to Brooklyn, no points to Cobourg, and Brooklyn and Six Nations unfortunately didn't play the proper overtime.
It's the only tie in the MSL this season. It will remain that way. Only a couple games left after tonight. Of course, that is a home and home between Peterborough and Brooklyn to decide home floor advantage in their first round series. This first round series again goes next week, but not before the next 20 minutes to come. It is Cobourg 6, Six Nations 5, going to the third period when we come back. You're watching MSL Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Life can be stressful. I know that. We're here to help you. Simple, easy recipes, amazing guests. At Home with Chef D, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. on Rogers TV.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Amazing. Brandon Moreno! He's just got that Warriors mentality. Kai, car up front! I know I'm the best in the world. 2 title fights.
On the Art Trail with Joanne returns for season 2. We have a terrific lineup coming up for you. We will be interviewing folks like gallery owners, musicians, a theater impresario, a master Japanese calligrapher, and much more. So watch On the Art Trail with Joanne, Saturdays at 7.
I did it. I need it.
A hero gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.
Inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena as we are underway here in the third period, and what I had of steam is Dalton Silver coming the other way for the Six Nations Chiefs. Six Nations down 6-5 as we enter this third period of play. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. Thank you for joining us wherever you are watching us, whether it's at home, you're on vacation, anywhere in the world really. You could be watching us, and that's going to continue, of course, through the postseason as we go into this third period of play, and you can get MSL action anywhere you want, or you can catch the replay on the website.
Yep, you can catch the replay on RogersTV.com or on the MSL website, or on the MSL YouTube page. We got it on there, and on MSL TV on Major Series Lacrosse.ca as well. So lots of places to watch archive games, and of course this great relationship with you guys here at Rogers. It's been a wonderful ride this and a great addition to Major Series Lacrosse. And we can't thank Rogers enough, and of course we can't thank your TV enough for carrying the broadcasts on cable. They've done a wonderful job out east in the Cobourg and Peterborough areas. They've done a bang-up job with their broadcasts, and we can't thank everybody enough for giving as much lacrosse action to the world as possible, as much as possible, and make it as accessible as possible. And one thing that we're trying to do here is share this great league, one of the best lacrosse leagues in the world, with some of the best lacrosse players in the world.
And of course the best ever in the world on the bench there for Six Nations, but on the floor that is Jackson Webster going 5-hole on Dougie Jamieson to make it 7-5 Cobourg.
Jackson Webster, that's his second goal of the night. He scored the second goal of the evening as he snuck that one between the wickets of Dougie Jamieson, who went down in that butterfly position. And Webster, he knows how to shoot it. Not a big guy, but he really knows how to shoot the ball, and that's another wonderful thing about lacrosse. It doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are, as long as you have the hands to go along with it. And Jackson Weber certainly has the hands and the will to put that ball in the net.
Trying to knock that ball down. Here's Kevin Owen Hill scooping the ball up for Six Nations. He's getting pressured there by Curtis Romanich, but the ball is going to be moved up. Here's Clay Scanlan. Had the natural hat trick in the second period, did Clay Scanlan. So he passes the ball up, takes the ball back here. Scanlan looking for some room, moving around, shooting, and that one into the breadbasket. In between the legs of Steve Orleman, and he sends the ball up. Here's John Kitt, number 17. Nick Ellerman, number 11. And now Alex Simmons. Simmons moving in toward the goal as Aaron Woods was looking for a lane. All moved up, down low, and a save there as Dougie Jamieson denies the attack.
Dougie Jamieson just tracked that ball right in. He followed it all the way with the head and the eyes, and he obviously used that big wood stick to scoop up that ball. What a nice save there.
The Chiefs looking for a response. This is number 32 over. In for Durston, and a save by Orleman, and that's going to be snatched up there by Luca Romano, number 4. As the Kodiaks move it up the floor. There's Ben French, number 22, and that one's trapped in the equipment of Jamieson. But the Chiefs able to move up. Here's Tyson Bell, number 94. Bell gets it up top. Vaughn Harris, number 28. Harris got the shot away, but it went into a gaggle of players. As the Kodiaks move it up, a 3-on-1. Here's an opportunity for the Kodiaks down low. And Jamieson, cool, calm, and collected, makes a couple of saves there and denies the 3-on-1. A beautiful opportunity there for the Kodiaks, and they just couldn't pull the trigger. Sam LeClaire up top. Durston in for Fennell. Fennell on the near side, number 5. Fennell looking for a lane, overshot, and that one goes off the left hand of Orleman. As Amos Whitcomb goes to the bench after taking that shot. Kodiaks moving up the floor here. Ryan Haig. Haig down into the corner. That's Pelon. He's got one here in this game. I believe he's got 2, but he's only got the credit for 1 so far, and Jamieson makes the save there. And they'll move up the floor. Squire Hill, number 93, down low. Trying to knock it down there was Scanlan. Scanlan still in there in the corner, but Romanich able to get it up and finds Ellerman moving down the other way. Ellerman's just going to leave it here. Good back and forth action. Here we go between these two teams. No whistles in the last little bit. Under 15 minutes to go here in regulation. The Kodiaks up by 2. And the ball bouncing around. Chopping at it there was Jerry Stotts, and there's a stop by Jamieson. The Kodiaks still smelling a bit of blood inside the zone. Looking to strike, the bouncing ball goes in, and here comes Jerry Stotts down the floor. Stotts looking around. Stotts, he finds Logan. Stotts down, and there's a ball that's going to go in behind the goal, and down the floor is Higgs, number 10. Or rather, that's Ethan Riggs, I should say. Simmons. Simmons looking for some room. Simmons down, in a stave by Jamieson once again. Tyson Bomberry in there. He pushes his man in. The ball is loose. Coming up with it. Here come the Chiefs. Hill. He sends it up. Here's Charlie Scanlan. He's going to settle things down after a hectic moment there in the Chiefs zone.
This has been a fantastic period of play, that's for sure. Like you said, end to end.
They're moving the ball around very well. Scanlan looking for some room here. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Scanlan going in, scores!
Oh, boy.
Clay Scanlan putting on his best Austin Stotts impersonation. What a goal there. He's got 4 tonight.
Replay, please. Replay. Wow. That's all I'm going to say.
Dialing up Sportsnet Connected. There's a highlight reel for you.
Clay Scanlan with a fantastic athletic move going right to left. And like you said, he did his best impersonation of Air Audie. Austin Stotts on that one, but putting his own stamp on it. And Clay Scanlan having himself a game tonight. 4 goals, 4 completely different ways of scoring too, and just remarkable. What a game.
That's what you like to see from the youngster, the range of skill. As the runner with 4, and now a response being left after there is wrapped around the Kodiaks player. That was Justin Lee that was going in deep, but Squire Hill's going to go to the box here as he got his arm around Mr. Lee.
Squire Hill's going to go to the box, and the Kodiaks power play is going to go back to work here with 12:49 remaining. They've got the 1-goal lead. As Steve Whirlman down to the other end getting a drink, and so is Dougie Jamieson.
Get your drinks, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be quite the finish here at the ILA in this season finale. Who says there's nothing on the line?
Oh, there's nothing on the line. There's jobs on the line too here. Play lineup positions. You know, some of these players wanting to play as some are healthy scratches. And they want to be in there. Some players that would be healthy scratches are trying to prove themselves. They want to be in that lineup during the playoffs. And the Chiefs are a very deep team, so if you want to be in that lineup come playoff time, you have to perform. And Clay Scanlan making a name for himself tonight, that's for sure.
Say that again. And put a stamp on it with that 4-goal performance, and he could get more in this game. Still plenty of time left as the Chiefs are shorthanded. Sent up the floor. Dalton Solver goes shorthanded, and we got a tie game.
What a great combination. Tyson Bell to Dalton Solver, as Dalton Solver points out to T. Bell, and Tyson Bell points to him. There's a beautiful stretch pass to Dalton Solver, and Solver making no mistake. We talked about Solver last week on the broadcast. One of those guys that used the field game and predominantly played the field game and played a little bit of U.S. bobsled down in Texas, where he's from.
I don't know if we were able to see it on that replay, though, Darryl. I want to mention it. Just the ability of Dalton Solver to climb the ladder to get that ball.
Absolutely. That was probably the biggest part of that goal, was that athletic play to climb the ladder, like you said, to get that pass from Tyson Bell, who's usually on the money. But you know what? Nobody cares now, because it was an assist for Tyson Bell and a goal for Dalton Solver.
Kodiaks looking to respond. Simmons goes down low, and that one's sent wide.
Great way to kill a penalty, that's for sure.
Yeah, just over a minute to go in the penalty. The Chiefs able to score shorthanded on that last goal there to tie things up. Just under 12 minutes to go here in regulation. Durston. Seems to be a problem with the shot clock on the other end, but 3 seconds left on the shot clock. I can see on the other side here, and there we go. The shot clock on the
brand new
other side's working.
Brand new shot clock this season. That thing's pretty fun to use. You can use it you can sit at any place in the arena and use it. It's got the little remote. He's up there with the DJ, but yeah, I wouldn't want to do it from here. But if we needed one, you could be the shot clock guy.
I mean, I could always look for different rules to play around this building. And I mean, we also got some great volunteers here on Rogers TV as well. And
hats off.
I mean, I'm sure, you know, some of the Six Nations Chiefs organization wouldn't mind having volunteers as well. You know, great community that I can tell just in my few visits here, Daryl, you know, a community that really comes together to support this team.
That's for sure, and it's nice to see. It's one of those things that Dewey Jacobs, the president of this team, has really built a first-class organization. It's always been a first-class organization, but over his tenure here, he's really built something special, and it means a lot to wear that Chiefs uniform. And these young players tonight that are getting to wear it for the first time, it's a big deal to them.
As Whitcomb, one of those players on the far side there, went sprawling beside the goal as the shot clock expired for the Chiefs. And the Kodiaks looking to respond here. Ben French, number 22, looking for Jackson Webster, the cut man, going in down low, and there's a shot that's going to go wide as the shot clock is going to expire here. The Chiefs will get the ball back.
These goaltenders are fantastic tonight, and I know part of the goal of being part of the goaltenders union, it's not in our contracts to say it, but you know what, Stephen Orleman and Dougie Jamieson have been fantastic tonight. Shots on net so far, 40-38 in favor of the Chiefs, and a 7-7 tie with half of this period to go.
The Chiefs looking for their second lead of the game. Bouncer and a rebound, still in there, it's still loose, and the Kodiaks will move up the floor. A couple of attempts there. Eric Fennell couldn't get a shot away. And now there's a bouncer rated on goal by Romanich, and a save by Dougie Jamieson once again. What will the Chiefs do here? Scanlan looking for a lane. Scanlan trying to move around. 12 seconds on the shot clock. He finds his man. Now Solver, Dalton Solver looking, driving the net, and that one's going to go wide of the goal, and the shot clock expires on the home side. Here's Cam Milligan. Milligan up top. Found Pilo. Back to Milligan. Milligan with a shot, and sprawling to make the save was Dougie Jamieson.
Cleaned up the floor on that one, that's for certain.
8:10 to go. Here in regulation, it is 7-all. Lucky, sevens across the board, and Bell unlucky there. Can't get the pass as he tried to cross through the crease area. Here's Aaron Woods, down for Simmons. Simmons looking for a lane. He's thinking shot the entire way, and Dougie Jamieson makes a save down low. And here's Logan. Logan skips it over. Here's Eric Fennell. Fennell playing pitch and catch. Hits it down low. Scanlan up top. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fennell can't get the full shot away. And this will be grabbed up here by the Kodiaks. 7 and change left here in regulation. Thank you for joining us here on Rogers TV. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart here in this regular season finale between these two teams. Milligan up top, too far for Webster. Webster, 4 seconds, 3, 2, Webster in. There's a shot, scores. Are they going to count it? Is that ball?
No, it's in the pad of Dougie Jamieson. That had Dougie Jamieson beat it. Went barred down.
That
but
fooled
not
me even there.
It went barred down, but not behind the line, and bounced between his legs and into the big pad of Dougie Jamieson.
So it's still 7-all. And the Chiefs looking to take back the lead. Scanlan shot, and that one's going to bounce off a foot and into the screen and out of play. And the Chiefs will get a fresh shot clock here. And down low, and Fennell is knocked down in front of the net.
Heck of a pass by Jordan Durston behind his back.
Now cutting in, scores! What a play there by Curtis Romanich. And the Kodiaks take back the lead.
Wow, what a play by Romanich. He just dove right in there. What a great play.
Talk about putting your body on the line. Flying through the air.
We talked about it throughout the broadcast. This game means something to these Cobourg Kodiaks. They want this win. They want win number 2 on the season, and once again, they're wanting that momentum. And they had that momentum Sunday night, kind of taken away from them with the postponement, but they've brought that momentum from Sunday's game and brought it here to the ILA, and they've shown no fear tonight. Now they lead the Six Nations Chiefs by 1 with 6 minutes left in this game.
In this dress rehearsal, the Kodiaks are putting on their best suit. That is for sure. Aaron Woods passes up top for Simmons. Pilo looking for a lane. Still with it. Down for Woods, and can't tuck it in behind Jamison on the short side. And now a stretch pass there, just too hot to handle for Brody Thomas, going the other way, number 17.
That's right, that was a hot potato all the way down the floor, that's for certain.
The Chiefs looking for that stretch pass. The Kodiaks content to move the ball in around, and there's a shot on goal. That's stopped as Cam Milligan goes diving toward the goal as he took that shot. And now the Chiefs again down by 1, 5 minutes left. Up top for Brendan Bomberry. Bomberry moving out of the corner. Looking, there's a shot off the post, and that's a close one.
That one beat Orleman.
He's going to be kissing that iron. First chance he gets there. Goaltender's best friend, as that one's ripped wide by Bomberry. Loose ball taken here by Whitcomb. Whitcomb up top, shot, and that one is going to be stopped, and a rebound is going to be knocked in on the goal, but Orleman able to keep that one out.
And on the spot there, Amos Whitcomb thought he had a plan going in on the crease, but ran out of real estate, ran out of time with the Cobourg defenders right on him.
Pilo with a shot, and Jamison with a save. He steered it into the corner. Ball is still loose. Justin Lee twisting around, trying to do it himself, and he misses just wide. Logan. He'll move up the floor. Fresh legs on here for Six Nations. 8-2-1 on this regular season. Cobourg 1-10. That one victory for Cobourg against this same Chiefs side back on June 26th. Looking for win number 2 on this regular season. Bomberry one hops that one toward the goal, and it goes wide.
It's a heck of a scoop on the bench by number 10. Ethan Riggs with a nice scoop in the bench area there.
This is Aaron Woods. He's looking for some room with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Woods has it again. Woods moving around, looking for a lane. He finds his man up top, Pilo. 1 second on the shot clock, tries the buzzer beater again, but he's not going to be lucky that time. And some pushing and shoving here. Pilo and Tyson Bell into the rough stuff.
Tyson Bell, feisty as always, that's for sure.
He's really provided a spark to this Chiefs team, a little bit of that oomph, if you will, that tenacity.
You're 100% right on that, Mark. Tyson Bell's one of those guys, like you said, he's a spark. He's a popular guy. He's been at the rink almost every Chiefs game when he was playing in the PLL down south. He'd take the plane back and he'd be living back in St. Catharines, and anytime there was a Chief game, he was at left the arena and he champing at the bit, he'd be taking warm up. But like I said before, he real popular guy in the dressing room, and he'll do anything for you. And the guys know that. And you're absolutely right when it comes to that spark. And of course, Tyson just signed a new contract with the Halifax Thunderbirds in the National Lacrosse League, so he's all set to go for the winter. But he came back here. He said he wants to win a Mann Cup with the Six Nations Chiefs, and that Mann Cup means a lot to him. And that's one of the reasons why he's here wearing the teal and orange, opposed to playing down south in the POL.
6'2", 193 pounds. He is a big boy. As the Chiefs are looking for a big goal here to try and tie things up, as we are at a 5-a-side game. Of course, Bell, 36 penalty minutes for Halifax this past season, 14 points in 17 games.
It's just got that grit factor.
Something you like to see, that is for sure.
Well, you want a mean, nasty, intimidating defense, and it all starts with a guy like him.
Especially going into the postseason. Here's Simmons. Simmons looking for some room. Simmons trying to skip that one through. A ball is loose. Some pushing and shoving for it as Tyson Bomberry will take it here. Bomberry sends it up for Whitcomb. Whitcomb looking for some room, not going to find it, going toward the goal as he just goes in behind.
Speaking of nasty defense, both teams have been playing nasty defense tonight, and it's shown on the scoreboard with an 8-7 score.
Jerry Stotts, or rather that was Vaughn Harris, ripped it on goal. Of course, Vaughn Harris had 4 goals and a helper in that 13-11 overtime loss to Peterborough on Thursday.
He was fantastic in that game.
Riley Curtis on goal and stopped by Jamieson, and fresh shot clock here. A big possession here for the Kodiaks as they hang on to this 8-7 lead. Just over a minute to go here in this game. Riley Curtis, number 3, up top. Curtis, they're looking for that insurance, are the Kodiaks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. That one bounces off the stick of Logan. Taken, and that one stopped. Rebound, a one behind the back by Webster, and he just missed. And it looks like Jamison's going to go to the bench here very shortly.
You can hear Tim Bomberry, one of the coaches of the Chiefs, during that series, to just get on the man, stop sitting back, and that's what. And again, one thing that the Chiefs have done a little bit more of than they usually do. They're usually pressing the offense, and tonight they're really not doing that. And they're kind of sitting back and allowing Cobourg to attack, and Tim Bomberry pleading with his defensive unit to attack tonight. And like you said, this is a dress rehearsal for the playoffs. With 49 seconds to go, we might as well tell the world this playoff series is going to start in Six Nations on Wednesday, August the 3rd, 8 p.m. Friday, April the 5th. They're going to be in Baltimore, 8 p.m. start. Sunday, August the 7th, we'll be back here at the ILA at 7 o'clock. Wednesday, August 10th, back in Baltimore at 8.
And then we go into the if necessary.
If necessaries, it'll be Friday, August 12th in Six Nations at 8. Sunday, August 14th in Baltimore at 6. And Game 7, August 16th, back here at Six Nations at 8 o'clock.
Six Nations looking to get one in on goal, and Allen stopped. This Clay Scanlan will take the ball back. Bouncer still grabbed up here by Fennell. An empty net here for Six Nations. Streaking down, there's a shot in on goal, and that's going to be the insurance that Curtis Romanich has been looking for his team with 23.7 left on the clock. It's 9-7 for Cobourg.
Certainly not the way you want to go into the postseason if you're a Six Nations Chiefs fan. But again, if you're a Cobourg Kodiak fan, this is the way you want to go into the postseason. All sorts of momentum. The Cobourg Kodiaks, and we spoke about it all game long. They had a ton of momentum despite that loss on Sunday, and they've showed that momentum and they've showed that confidence tonight here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. A 9-7 score with 23 seconds to go in this one.
And it's been offense that's spread around quite a bit. Romanich has the 3. Of course, Jackson Webster has a couple. Bell loses that ball. 10 seconds left. The Cobourg Kodiaks will have their second win of the season, a big win over their first round opponents, the Six Nations Chiefs. The Chiefs will finish off this MSL campaign with a record of 8-3-1. But of course, as we mentioned before, they clinched that first place position and home floor throughout the MSL portion of the Mann Cup playoffs. And as you mentioned, Daryl, a big dress rehearsal victory here for Cobourg ahead of the big dance, which starts with Game 1 next Wednesday, August 3rd, right here at the ILA, an 8 p.m. start.
And we'll have it here.
Yes, we will. We'll be right back here. I'm going to be on the road up north. I'm from Timmins. I'm going up for a visit to see the old folks. I'll be coming back that night, so nice. I'm going to be coming right in for that game as we're going to get a quick look at the highlights. A great game for both teams, but Cobourg just a little bit better on this occasion.
Again, there's a shot, and you know what? These offenses were really using that outside shot, and again, here he is. Clay Scanlan with a nice goal here. He's been a highlight reel. We can have a highlight reel just with him this evening, that's for certain.
A good goal there by Dalton Silver, short-handed.
And that was that pass from Tyson Bell all the way down, stretching it out. There's a nice big hit by Tyson Baumberry. And we talked about it a lot during the broadcast. Both defenses were fantastic tonight, and you have to take your hands off the both defenses. They were mean, and they were really nasty, and it's one of those things that may spill over into this playoff. I think it's going to be one of these things that one of the secrets for this upcoming playoff. It's going to be the defense and who can hunker down the most.
Family affair, as you saw. I saw Clay and Charlie Scanlan getting a picture just at.
I love it.
Right at center over there. Everybody getting together. It's picture day here at the ILA. But a picturesque finish if you are a fan of the Cobourg Kodiaks, who again take this one by a score of 9-7 in a game. Daryl, real quickly, that had a bit, and you mentioned it here, had a little bit of everything. Goals, a lot of great defense, physicality, some grit and toughness as well.
Absolutely, Mark. And that's just another day in Major Series Lacrosse. It's a hats off to all 4 teams this season. And like we said from the top of the show, a 1-win season prior to this game so far for the Kodiaks, and they certainly aren't a 1-win team. Now they're a 2-win team, but they certainly aren't a 2-win team. There is no day off, and this was a perfect indication of that. Some great talent on both sides, great talent on all 4 teams in this league, and whoever's going to host this Mann Cup, it's going to be a real treat to watch in September.
Absolutely. Of course, the MSL regular season schedule wraps up. Peterborough at Brooklyn tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Brooklyn at Peterborough on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Check your local listings if you are in those areas, or
if you have the Super Sports Pack.
If you have the Super Sports Pack, you can check it online. And then the road to the Mann Cup really kicks into high gear again. Game 1 between Six Nations and Cobourg, Wednesday, August 3rd, right here at the ILA. That is an 8 o'clock start. For now, though, it is a 9-7 victory for the Cobourg Kodiaks over the Six Nations Chiefs. For Daryl Smart, for everybody else, the crew here at Rogers TV, our camera people, everybody working in the truck, my name is Mark Perry. We'll see you next Wednesday for the road to the Mann Cup. So long, everybody.
And maybe one more. And then once you've got a few of the snowflakes crisscrossed like that, you can grab a little bit of your blue from the beginning, mixed with a bit of white. Let's get a nice light blue. And go right over top. So we're adding a little bit of blue into them. So right over the white crisscross, I'm just doing a little blue one. And I'm not trying to perfectly go over the white lines, I'm just doing that really quick. Crisscross over top. Did I get them all? Other than that, just make sure you've got all those edges done, sign your artwork, and take a picture, please. I would love to see a photo of your artwork. Until next time, have a fantastic day. Keep painting.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.